Hi, percussion friends, and thanks for checking out this video. And in this video, we're going to be working on reviewing our B-flat scale. That was something we were working on our mallets last year before we left school. And I have two cameras here, as you can see. I have one that shows me, obviously, and then I have one there you can see me playing the keyboard. And you can see where the notes are, where we're going to be playing. So hopefully that helps. So I want to show you guys some things first. We're going to go into Google Classroom, so I'm going to share my screen with you. And I just want to show you in Google Classroom where to find some of the stuff that we'll be using. So when we're in our Clyde Savannah elementary bands page here, you'll see a few different things. You'll see the note that we started lessons Monday, 10/5, October 5th. You'll see our link, our virtual lessons, a whole bunch of stuff in the stream. If you go over to the classwork, it'll be a little bit more organized. We'll have at the very top, we'll keep our lesson schedule and our Zoom link, so you can look at our lesson schedule as well as the link to the Zoom meeting. It also has our scale sheets and fingering charts. And then we have resources here like band syllabus, YouTube page, which you can subscribe to, as well as our Google sites. Sorry, our CS Elementary Band's Google sites. Definitely check out the YouTube page. Go subscribe to it. This is obviously where these videos are going to be posted, where we can play along and practice with when you're at home or when you're not in the middle of a lesson. So I just wanted to show you really quickly the scale sheets before we started playing and the fingering chart. So first of all, let's look at the fingering chart. Every instrument is there. The mallet one, I'm going to work on seeing if I can rotate back to being normal. And all it does is really show you where the note is and where to play it. That's really it. So it shows us on the staff up here where a treble clef is and where the note is on our mallets. I'll see if I can change it so it's not going straight up and down. I'll see if I can get it more horizontal for you. I also want to look at the scale sheet because I think that's what we're going to be starting with here. I think that's important to be able to see what you're working. So there are two different ones. You're going to see mallet scales 5-note, and then you're going to see mallet's master scale. We are going to start with our 5-note scale. So this is just more of a beginning scale. Now, if you just click on it, it'll pull it right up and you can look at it that way. I'm going to put it in a new tab here. So I have it on a bigger, larger screen. I can zoom in. So now you guys can see. So we're looking here at our concert B-flat scale. Now, in our Standard of Excellence book, we're going to have a slight discrepancy or difference in how the notes look. In our Standard of Excellence book, you will see that the notes are really will be below the staff, where in this scale sheet, it's a little bit above the staff. But for right now, it's the only one I was able to find that kind of had all the stuff that I wanted, other than having the notes above the staff or on the staff and going higher. But it has the note names, and that's also going to be important. So we know that it's our concert B-flat scale. Now, we're in percussion, we play concert pitch, so nothing changes. When we're looking at this, we have concert B-flat scale, and we're going to start our notes on a B-flat. So we want to remember what notes we're playing. So on our scale sheet, remember, we have the key signature over here. You'll see that there are no flat signs in front of this B note, and there are no flat signs in this E note. But it says it down below here. In our B-flat scale, we have B-flat and E-flat. But they put the flat signs in what is called the key signature. You'll see that there's a flat sign on the B line and in the E space. The reason they do that is so they don't have to write it more than once. So when you see a B, it's automatically going to be flat. And the same with E. When you see a note in the E space, it's automatically going to be E-flat. So you see that for every time. So we have B-flat. And you'll see a whole note for this one. Remember, a whole note gets 4 beats. So we'd hold it out for 4 beats. So a whole note doesn't have a stem, and it's not filled in. It's just a circle, empty, and left on the line or space. These are quarter notes. Quarter notes are filled in, and they do have stems. Now, stems can go either up or down. So these ones go down because they're higher on the staff. So what we're going to do today is we're going to review where these notes are on your mallets so we can remember how to play them, because you're going to have a couple. These are in different spots. And we want to just review playing the scale up and down. So now here's what we're going to do. Normally, the way where these notes are on the staff, like I said, these notes are higher than what they are when we started learning in our Standard of Excellence book. So I'm going to have you more focus on the note names than the actual notes on the staff. So just so you know, there are going to be multiple B flats. So if you can see on my mallets here, and I'm kind of pointing to it, we have our groups of 3 and our group of 2, another group of 3, a group of 2, and then up at the top we have another group of 3. These are our flats and sharp notes, and then down here are just our regular notes. So we need to know that basically it's just a repeating sequence, but you can see these start out bigger and then they get progressively smaller, meaning that we have lower notes and higher note sounding notes. So they're really the same. It's just, and then when we read them on our staff, they are slightly different as well. So because these are in the middle of the staff, we would actually play more towards the middle of the mallets. If we had higher B flats, we'd play towards the higher ones. Where we are in our Standard of Excellence book, we'd play on our lower end of our mallets. And that's actually where we're going to practice to start now. So don't pay attention to where these notes are on the staff. Just know that we're playing the same note names. So our first note, we are going to start here. We're going to skip the verse whole note, and we're just going to basically play from B flat up to F down to B flat. We need to know where those are. So our first note is B flat. So on your mallets, you need to find the first group of 3. We know it's a flat note, so it's going to be in the top of our mallets. So it's in that group of 3, where it's the very third one of the group of 3. So that is B flat. It sounds like this. The next note we have is C. Now, again, like I said, we don't need to pay attention to where it is on the staff, but we're going for up to C. So if we go right to the next note, this is really B. So we actually need to go up one more here, and we actually are in C. So C is right below where C sharp and D flat is. It's right below the group of 2. So we have B flat, and I'm going to find C. So those are our first 2 notes. Now we're looking for our next note, which is note D. So D is going to be right next to C. So here is C I'm pointing to. Here is D. So we have B flat, C, and now D. Our next note is E flat. So now I'm not going to play down here on the bottom part of the mallets. I'm going to go up to the group of 2, and E flat is the same as D sharp. It's the higher group in the 2, or the higher note or key in the group of 2. So E flat is right here. So we're going to play all the way going from B flat to E flat, C, D, E flat. And our last note here that you can see in our scale is F. So right after E flat, we're looking to go up. If we go up to the very next key, it's really just E, but we need to go up to the next letter, which is F. So F sounds like this. It's the highest note in our 5-note scale. And you'll notice I'm rolling these just to let them ring out a little bit. You can roll along with me when you're playing. So here is our whole 5-note scale. So what we're going to do is we're going to play these in whole notes. And by that, we're going to roll for 4 beats each. So for example, B flat, rolling for 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to roll it for 4 beats each. We're going to go B flat, C, D, E flat, F, E flat, D, C, B flat. So we're going to do that the whole way. So here we go. You're welcome to please play along with me. And we will go up and down, only playing F once. Here we go. I'll count us in. 1, 2, ready, B flats, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back down. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there it is. That is our B flat scale. In these first few weeks, obviously, hopefully you're practicing these B flat scales and these 5-note scales. It'll just get us back into that rhythm of remembering some of the notes that we have. Thanks for checking out this video, and can't wait to see you guys in your lessons. Take care.